Howdy, 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 back at it again. Today's video going to be looking at guaranteed stun setups with Marisa. So that's opponents burnt out, they don't have any way to reverse a lot of it. So either no super meter or no invincible level 1. We're going to look at her post level 3 situation, and we're also going to look at some other knockdowns from various parts of the screen. Once again, trying to grow the channel in year 2, so if you'd please leave a like and consider subscribing, I would super appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I've got this level 3 knockdown set up, and the thing is, if you don't know, you used to have a really easy checkmate here, really easy stun setup by doing drive rush, crouch, medium punch, and they couldn't get out of it, but now we don't have as much advantage, so we're kind of stuck. So it's like, well, what if they mash? Well, what I like is doing drive rush into the stand medium punch target combo. It'll trade the first medium punch and the whole target combo won't come out if they mash. But you notice here I'm +9. Against some of those characters, that's going to be higher, about half the cast. You're going to be able to get a combo there and combo into like back heavy punch or crouch medium punch or something, or a stand heavy punch or towards medium punch, whatever. You're going to have some sort of combo available to you into a knockdown where you can set up something where you can get a guaranteed stun. Against the other half of the cast, you're going to be about +9, +8, and you're going to be able to frame trap on hit. So for example here, I have Ken set to mash on hit, and if I do this stand heavy punch, he gets counter hit and knocked down into a situation where I have great Oki. Okay, so the reason that's really good is because I know you're like, well, who mashes when they get hit? You know, I'm not playing idiots. Well, the thing about this is this leaves us +6 on block, which means we can actually frame trap after this. So if I set Ken to mash on block, I can follow up with like a back heavy punch here. Well, first off, he can't mash after the first one, but if I set him to block the whole target combo, I can press back heavy punch and he gets counter hit, right? Well, and I can cancel this back heavy punch into DI. And it turns out that if he blocks this back heavy punch as well, he still can't get out of the DI. He can't mash, he can't jump, he can't do anything. So that's a guaranteed setup on most characters. Now I say most characters because characters like Marisa has her Scudum, JP has Amnesia, Geef can charge his heavy punch. They can get out of that setup. Against those characters, you're gonna have to do stuff like, let's see. Ooh, keep missing the button. Stuff like that, except that last drive rush should have been DI. So that'll be stand heavy punch, crouch medium punch, drive rush, crouch medium punch into DI. That's a lot more expensive, obviously, right? But, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So, okay, well, what if they don't mash? What if they jump? Because I don't know about you guys, but every person I've been playing has just been trying to hold up forward after they get hit with level 3 now because they think I'm gonna DI them. It's like, do you think I don't know the patch notes? I don't know. But the thing that's nice about this is you can complete this combo if you want to, right? Into once again a situation where you have knockdown and Oki, and you can do this back heavy punch, and guess what? That DI they can't get out of. Or you can complete the combo. Obviously, like, you would actually want to do, you know, the full combo just because it's more damage, but like, you know, you do the combo, you get the knockdown, and you go into a setup, they can't escape it. Okay? And obviously, if they jump, now we can drive rush cancel this, and we can either go crouch medium punch into DI, which again will work on every single character. Or if you want to have a little bit more damage afterwards, you see that one did 3390. If we do this target combo into back heavy punch again, we actually have a little more drive gauge. So instead of 3390, we can get 3658. So a couple hundred more damage. Just, you know, if we're matchup aware enough to be like, oh, Ken doesn't have a way to reversal out of this. Okay. I think that pretty much covers it for level 3. Let's look at some other stuff. So the cool thing is that this may seem like, oh, we only can do this after level 3, or we can only do this if they're in the corner, but that's not actually true. We don't even have to have level 3. So if I have something like very common knockdown setup like this, right? You'll notice now that charge 10 heavy punch is actually +12 on block. Used to be +11. So that means we can actually get a true block string. Whoops, meant to save this position. We can actually get a true block string with another stand heavy punch. And then we can set up into the target combo. Into back heavy punch, into DI. You're like, wait, but they didn't hit the wall. They didn't get stunned. Can I just not do it from that far away? Well, we can actually just cancel this into drive rush, and boom. Ain't nothing they can do about it. Whoops, saved the state instead of loaded the state. That's fine. Nothing they can do about it. So that time I loaded the state instead of saved it. So nothing they can do about that. So if they mash at any different point here, so let's see. Let's have him mash as soon as he possibly can. He's going to get hit by that target combo. And if he does, we just want to do drive rush into stand heavy punch target combo, and then into the back heavy punch. Obviously, I messed up the timing there. Into the DI, right? So we set it up. We can have him mash way later. So this is all block string. Look, and he gets hit, right? And he can't mash on the DI either. What I want you to pay attention to, though, is I started that with 2 bars of super, and I actually had the level 3 before I even did the Gladius. So you build a bunch of bar as well, so you don't even need to start with level 3. It's like, okay, cool. Well, would you believe me if I told you you could do the same setup from light punch slam, so you get a light confirm off of it? And this is plus 12, which means you can go into stand heavy punch, right? And once again, if they mash, boom, they get punished for it. So you can kind of set up that same old sequence there. Command grab doesn't work from quite that far away, but command grab will work pretty much from about mid-screen. And this will look very similar to level 3. So it's going to be that. If they tried to mash, they get hit. And if they decide to block, they get got that way as well. So you can also, let me set them to back recover here, just to kind of prove a point. So if they back recover this knockdown here, you can do dash, target combo, drive rush, cancel, and they can get stunned from full screen even. Now, we don't quite build the level 3, but that just means you have to have a little bit more than 2 bars when you start this. If they recover in place, that doesn't quite work, but it would work if we step to like right here. So not a big deal. Pretty much any stray Superman punch from around mid-screen, you can convert into a guaranteed stun as well. Boom. And again, I don't think we quite build the level 3 there, but that's still 36%, you know, and a ton of screen carry. And again, they're not even back recovering. If they back recover some of that, you probably have a little more drive gauge and can extend it and actually build level 3. Some of this stuff's going to change a little bit in the corner. So command grab, for example, in the corner is very similar to what level 3 used to be. Just drive rush, crouch, medium punch, DI, and that'll work on every single character. Okay. If we land some of this other stuff in the corner, obviously we can do that straight into DI, or we can go for the target combo if we want to build more drive gauge or whatever. The other thing you can do, if you don't want to spend any drive gauge, is dash up and just do towards heavy kick into DI, because towards heavy kick into DI is a very small gap. If you are doing that and they mash, it will combo. Right? So, couple things about that. You don't have to care, because you can meaty them just with drive rush, charge, heavy punch. But if for whatever reason, you know, doing that setup would give them level 1 and you want to make sure that you stun them, you towards heavy kick, and instead of canceling right away, You cancel it later. Little bit precise. But if you cancel it late like that, it doesn't matter that it gets counter hit. And they get stunned no matter what. So those are some simple setups. I didn't go into everything, didn't show everything with every character, but you know, when I started looking into this, I was really surprised, honestly, at how kind of good this seems. Let me know what y'all think. Otherwise, hopefully this is helpful, and as always, have a good time.